It's funny. Every single night, you close your eyes and you basically enter another world, a world that your own mind builds from scratch, complete with its own rules, its own stories, and yeah, its own mysteries. But have you ever really stopped to think about just how much of your life you spend there?
Well, think about this. Over an average lifetime, you will spend 6 full years dreaming. 6 years. Just let that sink in. An entire 6 years of your life spent in a reality that is completely 100% unique to you. And that's the real question, isn't it? What is actually going on during those 6 years? Well, that is exactly what we're going to dive into. We are going to try and unlock the strange, fascinating, and honestly powerful world of your dreams.
Okay, so let's start with the biggest, most fundamental question of them all. For literally centuries, scientists, psychologists, philosophers, they've all been trying to figure out the basic point of dreaming. Like, why do we even do it in the first place? And man, the theories are all over the place. Some scientists think dreams are like our brain's filing system, sorting through the day, deciding what to keep and what to toss. Others think it's more like a primal flight simulator, letting us practice for dangerous situations in a safe space. Then you've got Sigmund Freud, who famously thought it was all about wish fulfillment, our subconscious desires getting to play out. And some even think it's just the brain keeping itself busy, kind of like a computer screensaver. But here's the kicker. It's actually pretty humbling for science. After all that research, after all those brilliant theories, the honest-to-goodness answer is we're still not totally sure. The real reason we dream is still one of the great unsolved mysteries of being human.
All right, so if the why is a mystery, let's pivot to the how. How in the world does your brain, the very same one you're using to listen to me right now, build these incredibly vivid, complex worlds while you're completely asleep? This is one of my all-time favorite facts because it makes no sense at first. You'd think your brain would be chilling out, resting. But nope, studies show that when you're in that deep, dream-heavy stage of sleep, what's called REM sleep, your brain is firing on all cylinders. It's often working even harder than when you're awake and trying to focus on something. It's not resting, it is creating.
And what it's creating is pretty interesting. Research has found some pretty clear patterns in our dream content based on gender. Men's dreams, for example, tend to have more aggression, more physical action. Women's dreams, on the other hand, often have way more conversation, more complex emotional stuff, and interestingly, they also report having more nightmares.
So let me ask you a question. What does your dream world actually look like? For most of us, about 88%, it's in full, vivid color. But a surprising 12% of people report that they only dream in black and white. And the reason why? Well, it might just blow your mind.
It seems to be directly connected to our media. See, before the 1950s, studies showed that most people dreamt in black and white. But then, in the 60s, as color TV and movies became the norm, the reports of color dreams just skyrocketed. It's like the media we watch when we're awake is actually teaching our brains the color palette to use when we're asleep. How wild is that? Every world has its own set of rules, right? And the dream world is no different. But we're not talking about the laws of physics here. We're talking about these strange, consistent little glitches that show us what our subconscious mind can and can't do. So check out some of these unbreakable rules. First, your brain doesn't just invent new faces. Every single person you see in a dream is someone you've laid eyes on before, even if it was just for a split second. Also, try reading a book or telling time on a clock. For most people, the text just turns to nonsense. Look in a mirror, your reflection is usually all blurry or just weird. And finally, the big one. No matter how high you fall from, you almost always wake up right before you hit the ground. But even after all those bizarre experiences, all those adventures, how much do we actually remember? Practically nothing. That 95%, that's how much of our dreams are completely gone, just evaporated within the first 10 minutes of waking up. And of the very few dreams we do hold on to, a lot of them tap right into our anxieties. You know the ones, being chased, falling, or that awful one where your teeth are falling out. These are incredibly common all across the world, and psychologists think they're basically symbols for stress or feeling a lack of control in our real lives. So far, it sounds like we're just passengers on this nightly ride. But what if you could become the director? What if you could actually grab the steering wheel of your own subconscious?
Well, this is the whole idea behind lucid dreaming. It's that amazing moment inside a dream where your brain suddenly clicks and you realize, wait a minute, I'm dreaming. And for people who can do this, it unlocks the ability to do anything. You want to fly? You can fly. You want to talk to someone? You can conjure them up. You stop being an audience member and become the star of the show.
But there's a flip side to dream awareness that's much, much more unsettling: sleep paralysis. This is when your mind wakes up, but your body doesn't get the memo. You're conscious, but you're totally unable to move. It happens because the brain's safety switch that keeps you from acting out your dreams is still on. It can be an absolutely terrifying experience, blurring that line between what's a dream and what's real. Okay, so moving beyond the weirdness and the fear, dreams have this incredible power, a power of creation. I mean, some of the most game-changing ideas in all of human history weren't born in some fancy lab. They were born while someone was asleep. Take Albert Einstein. He supposedly had this dream about cows getting electrocuted by a fence. Yeah, a super weird image. But it helped him understand the perspective of an observer in motion, which was a key piece of the puzzle for his theory of relativity. A bizarre dream helped unlock a secret of the universe. Or, how about this one? Back in 1996, a grad student named Larry Page had a total anxiety dream that he downloaded the entire internet, but then accidentally deleted all of it except for the links between the pages. When he woke up, he had this eureka moment. The links were the most important part. That idea became the foundation for Google. You know the incredible alien world of Pandora from Avatar? Director James Cameron has said for years that those images, the floating mountains, the glow-in-the-dark forests, they all came directly from dreams he had when he was younger. He basically just put his subconscious up on the big screen. And this power isn't just for scientists and filmmakers. The author Stephen E. Meyer had one single, really powerful dream: a vampire and a human girl just talking in a meadow. She woke up, wrote it all down, and that one scene became the seed for the entire Twilight saga. So, here's the big takeaway from all this. We really should stop thinking of our dreams as just random, meaningless noise. These stories prove that they can be our mind's unfiltered creative engine, connecting ideas in ways our conscious brain just can't. From sorting out your memories to solving huge problems to inspiring art that changes the world, your subconscious is working hard for you every single night. It's sending you messages, it's telling you stories, it's showing you possibilities. The only real question left is, are you ready to start listening?